Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Peter, and in today's video I will change the rear O-rings of the valve block of the Discovery 4. In a few days when I went out and I opened the door and I checked out the Discovery 4, it stands like this. I will show you the photo. Yeah, here. Look how bad it looks in the back. Now I will change the O-rings or maintain the valve block and look if this fixed the problem. So why I know that this might be the valve block in the back, it's because both sides went down, not only one. So if one side would went down, then I will say it's the problem with the suspension on this side. But if both sides go down, then I think it's the problem with the valve block. And now I will show you where the valve block is located. The valve block is located here in the back. I'll zoom in. So it's on the driver's side in our case, so it's the left side. And here you can see this is the valve block. Then in the front there is the electric connection cable, and in the back here, you can see it at the moment. There are the air pipes. I will now deflate our system with the IID tool. And how you will do this, I will show you in a second. I plug the IID tool in, then I show you in the menu where you can do this. If you don't have the IID tool, I will recommend that you get your air really out slowly. And for that, you just turn the fittings on the valve block really slow up and let the air get out. Okay, so now I will say, let's deflate the system. So after deflating our system and removing a wheel here, we have much better access to the valve block. And I hope you can follow these steps easily. So, but now let's have a look back. Yeah, as you can see, now it's much more room to work in here. I mean, it's not that much, but yeah, it can work easier than before. So the first step we're going to do is we will remove this connector here in the front. This is the electric plug. I hope we can remove this easily. There's a pin you have to push and then get the connector down. I think I have to get a screwdriver. So with a flat screwdriver, I hope I can get this one down. Holy crap, there is a lot of dirt in here. So I will clean this up later. And yeah. The valve block needs to be removed by pushing it up. So it should slide out. Yes. So push it up. I think we have 3 pipes. Yeah. 1 on the bottom and 2 in the back. The 2 in the back are really hard to reach. So maybe we can get this up and get the pipes away. Okay, but now I will need a 12mm wrench to get the pipes away. I think you need really much patience for this job here, because we don't want to break anything. So yeah, I removed the first pipe, as you can see here, hopefully. And now we'll get some tape and get the tape over the pipe so that there will be no dirt in the pipe. I will now remove the pipes on the back here, the top one and the lower one. But I won't film this because this needs a bit of time, and I will be back when I have done the job. After 15 minutes, I did it. I get those pipes at the back out. I would recommend that you start with the green one on top. You can get the valve block a bit here, but be careful, don't overstretch it. Then you will start with the upper pipe and then with the lower one, and that's it. And now I will clean this valve block and I will change the O-rings. And how you will do this, I will show you in a second. So let's go. So after cleaning the block, I will now get these T20 screws out and then all the O-rings. What I forgot to say is, if you haven't seen my video where I disassembled the front valve block, then I would recommend that you watch it. And in this video, I already told you that I ordered these O-rings for a few bucks from England. and I will link you the O-rings in the description below so you can find them easily. And in this set, there's everything included. There are the O-rings for the front, for the middle, and for the rear valve block. Even some for the pressure switch, I think. Yeah. So now we're starting with the T20 screws. Now we should be able to get the valve block off, but be careful, there's some springs in there. You can see that there's dirt in here, and maybe that's the reason why the air comes out. So I also have to clean this one. Then I get some brake cleaner. Get all the dirt. Oh my god, just look at this. And now we will start with the top one. Oops, yeah, you see, be careful. It really pops out fast. There is another O-ring. And as you can see here, there's also another O-ring here. And I can feel it already. There is dirt in here. A lot of dirt and a lot of dust. And what we also get is we got some grease with the package. This one gets here. Let's get the O-rings out. I do it from top to bottom. You have to turn it a bit, then you get this one out. And as you can see here, there's also an O-ring in here, which needs to be replaced. And that's it. I will do it like this, so we know where each part should be put back together. We also have to remove this small one here. Okay, so the same for the other one. Now we will get our new O-rings, and we start here. Be sure that you get the correct ones. Now we will check our O-rings to get the right one back on. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll try to show it to you. The one on the right on your side, you can see this. The one on the right is the old one, and I hope you can see this. The one on the left is much thicker than the right ones. We get everything back together, and then we get our grease. A little bit of this grease. I will put the first one back in. Also get some grease on this one and the metal down here. Not too much, just a bit. Also in the bottom here. So the first one is in. I will do this with the other ones, and then be back and I'll show you how this block will be installed again. So after getting everything back together and put some grease on the O-rings, I will now do the installation of this one again. I will start with the lower back one, then with the upper one, and at least I will do this one. I will be back when I've installed this, because this will take some time, and then I will get everything back together and power up the system. So after another 50 minutes, I did it. I installed the valve block again, and this is how it looks like. So everything is back in place. Everything is there where it should be. And now I hope my problem is solved. I will get my air suspension back to the customer mode and fill up the system and look how it works. I hope there is no air coming out and everything else, because I mean the job is not very difficult, but the problem is to get to the valve block. That's to the fittings to get the pipes out. That's the main problem. So after getting everything back together, I enabled the AES and I pushed the button once for the off-road mode. Then the air tank and everything was getting pumped up, and now the high stays at its off-road height. So what I will do next is I will calibrate the air suspension. I recommend to do this every time you do something on the air suspension. So if you want to see how you can do this easily within a few minutes with the IID tool, I will recommend my video over here. There you will see and you will get the information how to do this. It's really easy and it takes no time. I think we're finished for today. The job wasn't that bad, I think, but yeah, you have to take your time and do it. And yeah, I will give an update about this one if it fixed the problem, or if I have to change the whole valve block, or if there is another leak in my system. Okay, guys, so have a nice day and see you soon. Bye.